I also have this beautiful pop of color. This is called Geranium, and this is the same as that other one, the bone one, the light taupe one. This has a really strong magnet right here. And yeah, so I'm going to really, so this, yeah, I like this bag because it's got a really wide top, like a trapezoid, but it has like a, it's not too narrow on the bottom. So this will be, and it's such a gorgeous, like peachy, red, orange color. Really love it. And the lipstick that I'm wearing, sorry, I kind of messed it up. Let me fix it a little bit because I was okay, well, okay, that's slightly better. Okay, so I'm wearing this lip gloss. It's not really a lip gloss, it's just in a lip gloss looking case. It's a Huda Beauty liquid matte like lipstick in a kind of coralish fall shade. It's called Icon. Yeah, so anyways, I like matte color on the lips because it doesn't shift around, and it kind of gives my lips, makes my lips look a little bit fuller. But this is my, I'm wearing this pumpkinish type of fall color just because it's fall time, and I'm drinking my espresso out of this cup. This, it looks like a teapot. I mean, it looks like a pottery cup that I got from Toledo last year, Toledo, Spain. So in the winter, they like to sell mulled wine. That's wine. They boil the wine with cinnamon, citrus fruits, and cloves and whatnot, and they sip it hot, you know, out of these like little earthenware pot things. And yeah, I'm using this for coffee, but I might make mulled wine this winter. So here's some things that I've been enjoying recently, and I also want to share some perfumes to transition into fall. And yeah, so right now I'm loving this comb right here. This comb I think is made of either resin or bone or whatever, but it's really beautiful. And if you can see in between the teeth, there's no lines. It's like perfectly smooth in between the teeth. And that's good because when you pull this through your hair, you don't want the, you know, like those cheaper combs, they might have like a line in between where they do the pressing if they're plastic, and they might like snag your hair and like mess up the cuticles in your hair. So I have very thin hair, and I can't afford to have any hair get snagged out and lost. So I have to keep as much hair as possible. So I've been really loving this comb. So this comb just goes through the hair like silk. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I'm also going to introduce 2 types of teas that I like to drink. So during summer, I like to drink iced coffee, ice water, lemon water, and also iced tea. But in the fall, I like to drink hot tea, fall and winter. So this is some packets of tea that I bought from my local French shop. I call it the French shop because they sell a lot of little like knickknacks and stuff from foreign countries. A lot of it is from France, so it's really packaged nice. This one is called Neelamalai White Winter Black, and this is from the Nilgiri Mountains in India. So Indian tea is very soothing and malty and kind of like thickish feeling. It's very cozy. So when you drink it, you can also put milk and sugar, which I don't, but I love Indian tea because of that maltiness and the thick mouth feel. It's like English breakfast, Irish breakfast type tea. It kind of swirls in your mouth. It has a really, it's kind of mellow, slightly fruity, And yeah, so this is one of my best things to drink during the winter. And I really also love this like packaging. This graphic is really outstanding. I think this might be this might be the southern Indian script. I don't know which one, sorry about that, but it's also another nice touch. Another one is this. This tea I've been drinking for ages, and this is called Forever Spring Oolong. And this is a tea from these are one of the famous oolongs from Taiwan. Taiwan has the best oolong in the world, and the reason behind that is because they have really tall mountains and they're an island. So the combination of high elevation and mist and skill, of course, you have to have skill, because just because you grow the tea leaves, and if you don't know what to do with it, you're not going to get anything good. They came up with this cultivar. It's a somewhat recent cultivar called Forever Spring. And these are not your mother's cheap, I mean, these are not your grandma's like oolongs from like back in the day that are like really roasted and kind of dark and savory. These are green oolongs, so they're big balls of whole leaf, and when you put it in water, they just like spring out and become really big. So they have the most delicate, refreshing flavor, you know what I mean? And it's the smell, it's like wakes you up, you know what I mean? This makes you feel like you had a spa on your insides. So this you never drink with like milk or sugar. It's like the king of green teas or greenish type teas. So Forever Spring has a slightly camphoric, slightly minty sort of a aftertaste, and it's kind of lingers in your mouth and refreshes your mouth, like, you know, it gets rid of your bad breath. It like makes your teeth feel clean. I don't know how to say it, but there was a study before that drinking tea and hot beverages against your teeth kind of prevents like plaque and tartar from sticking to the surface of your teeth. And I do believe it, because even before I read that article, when I was a starving student and I had just taken off my braces, I was in college. We lived in a really cold apartment, and it was so cold that we had to wear our jackets inside. So we were forever brewing like jasmine tea to drink in the kitchen so we can hold our hands. Our cold hands would be wrapped around the mug to keep from freezing. And I was a poor student, and I had not gone to the dentist ever since I took off my braces. So I had like tartar and all this crap built up from years of braces. And I was drinking the pots and pots of the green jasmine tea. And one day I was brushing my teeth, and this entire section of tartar that was like caked on my teeth for like years during my braces just fell off by itself whilst I was brushing. So yeah, I do kind of believe that, because it happened to me, and it's never built up ever since, which is kind of strange. And I noticed that unlike coffee, this greenish type tea doesn't really stain your teeth. So if you like having a slight hit of caffeine. And another thing about tea is the type of caffeine delivery into your system, it is like constant throughout the whole day. So you won't get spikes of like beating heart rate and going crazy. You'll just feel like kind of calm and awake throughout the whole day, which is plus or minus depending on how you look at it. Because I probably wouldn't be drinking this right before bed, because then you'll be calm and awake and you wouldn't be able to sleep. But yeah, I noticed that it doesn't give you the jitters like coffee does. This is kind of like a little easier on the stomach too, I think. So, I mean, if you ever have a chance to try Forever Spring tea, give it a try, Oolong. It's from this place called Nantou County, that's in Taiwan. I've been drinking this tea for like 20 years, and it's finally only recently, like in the last several years, gotten recognition overseas. This was like a well-kept secret in Taiwan. They had other stuff that was a lot more expensive, the Milky Oolong and these other ones that were more expensive and more renowned, but this was also always a really good price because nobody really knew about it. Okay, well, that's it about tea. So I wanted to talk about transition type of perfumes. As you know, we're transitioning into fall, and some of the best stuff that I like to wear for fall are amber. And because we're transitioning, it would be good to have amber that is kind of cut with a little bit of citrus for freshness. So one of the things that I would wear first is this. This is like the most lightest one. This is called Bvlgari Mon Jasmin Noir Low Exquise. So this is the Exquise is the exquisite water. There's another one called Low Elixir or something like that. I don't recommend that as much as I recommend this because that one has a lot of wood. It's like too woody for me. This one, I love it because it has the freshness of jasmine. Oh wait, here we go. Yes, okay, it has the freshness of jasmine, green tea, and it's actually kind of slightly musky, but it has like, look at this beautiful carving on the bottom detail. This is really beautiful. It has a beautiful note of this giant grapefruit. It's like a Southeast Asian grapefruit called pomelo. It's like a big, mountainous, pointy type of grapefruit that's mildly fleshed, so it's not super sour. It's kind of like mildly fruity, but this captures the essence of it. It kind of like has the rind. So when you peel the pomelo, it gives forth like this beautiful, fresh, essential oil scent that's in this. So this is a really refreshing, fresh, green jasmine musk type deal. That has a little bit of, a slight bit of amber, not too ambery. So I would suggest, like in the waning days of summer, to have this. It's in the morning, it's like a really delicious pick-me-up. It's delicate. It's not in your face. It's very feminine. And yeah, this will classy up your get up for the day. You know what I mean? You'll smell really classy with this. It's not strong. So that is the one thing that for people that like really strong smelling, long lasting perfumes, this is not it. But I would say that it leaves a very classy, lingering scent to your clothes that is very pleasant. Another thing that I really like is this. So this is Aesop. This is like a famous and also kind of exclusive and slightly expensive, like Australian brand. So this, but it's been in America for a long time and it's been international for a long time. So this is just the body balm. It's like, but it's smells like citrus rinds. So citrus rind concentrate body balm. And this is just really like a luscious balm. It's kind of like on the liquidy side. So if you don't like thick, you know, but it's not too watery. So it smells just like citrus rinds, and it's like really, really refreshing and goes on very soft on your skin. It also leaves like a slight sheen too. I mean, I really like it for that reason. And also for the smell. As you see, it's not heavy and smells like divine. So it's also like a good pick-me-up. Like if you're wearing like a heavier perfume and you don't want to, you know, you want to freshen it up, that's one way that you can do it, or lighten it up. So going further deeper into the amber and citrus, I recommend this. And this, I don't think gets its full respect. I mean, it's like quiet Italian luxury. You know what I mean? I feel like, what is that brand called? Shoot. It's like famous for its cashmeres and scarves. Yeah, Loro Piano. Okay, so Loro Piano is like a very exclusive and very discreet Italian luxury house. This kind of like reminds me of Loro Piano, and this is called Bottega Veneta, the knot. So this is the knot on top. And as you know, out of all the luxury houses, like for bags and stuff like that, Bottega and Veneta is one of the most discreet because they don't have their logo and they don't have their brand name like kind of flashed over everything. What they do have is they have like, you know, the recognizable lattice work leather bags, and they have like, you know, the dumpling bag and all of these, the cassette bag and stuff like that. So they let their designs kind of be known, but they're not in your face. So this is kind of like how this smells. This I have in two versions. This is the brighter, lighter daily wear version. I have the super concentrated Absolute, which is like a gorgeous myrrh incense one that is just will knock your socks off. That one is really intense, but for the transition days, you probably don't want to knock people's sock off. This is a gorgeous like blossom, like orange blossom perfume. So it's orange blossom, musk, and a little bit of woods and a little bit of amber. And this is like bright enough to perk you up, but it's serious enough to be like very substantial. And it's also clean and it's not the stinky, heavy, syrupy amber. This is like seriously classy amber and classy orange blossom. Like seriously give it a try. This is also, I think, work safe. It's not a scent that like blasts out. I think it really like integrates well with like a wool coat and like a nice business, not business suit, but you know, business casual suit type of thing where you feel very put together and strong, and confident, but yet not shouting in your face. You know what I mean? This is that type of perfume. Highly recommend. And it's also not that expensive. I've seen it on FragranceNet for fairly cheap because I think, like I said, people don't like respect it. They don't give quiet, not, you know, they don't advertise like the other stuff does. And it's like, you know, people kind of don't gravitate towards these. I mean, but they should, you know what I mean? And this bottle is really heavy and, you know, beautiful glass. This knot thing is very classy. You will not be disappointed in this if you like slightly discreet, slightly serious, but bright perfumes. This is brightened with a nice, lively orange blossom. Highly recommend. And also, you know, for people that don't like highly scented products, but they wouldn't mind using like, you know, a nice shower gel with some beautiful citrus, and this is like a lovely, gorgeous, like grapefruit and vetiver. So vetiver is like a shrub. It's kind of herbal and kind of green and herbally. It has a slightly bittersweet type of herbal background against a sparkling grapefruit. So this would be lovely, you know, to have as either a hand wash or a body wash. Molton Brown, this is like a great line from England. And yeah, this would be lovely to have as a shower gel or hand wash. Okay, speaking of heavier scents, now we have the actual amber. This is something that you might consider. I just got this not like several months ago, and I never had a chance to try it. So this is Eau de Mandarine Ambre. This is from Hermes. I wouldn't say that this is not cheap, and it's also like not very long lasting. But if you like amber, you might want to give it a slight try. What I like about this is the beginning notes are actually very, they smell like mandarin peel. So mandarin, unlike oranges, is like more sharp and acidic, and also bittersweet. So it has those qualities in the beginning, and then it kind of melts into like a solid, comforting amber. It's not very complex. It's on the more like, you know, comforting skin scent type, you know what I mean? It's slightly heavy towards the bottom. So I say that the beginning notes of it are much more to my enjoyment than the last notes. But like I said, if you want to try, that's an option. I also layered it with this, and it smells really good. The body cream from Aesop. So another famous Hermes amber is this. This is Eau de Merveilles EDT. So I have Eau de Merveilles. This is like a body, like a travel spray. So Eau de Merveilles is like a famous, like many years old. I think it's like orange or orange rind perfume with amber and sea salt crystals. So it's kind of like slightly ozonic, slightly citrus, not very citrus. The ozone and the sea salt crystals create like an interesting kind of slightly salty, ozonic skin musk type of unique accord at the beginning. And then it just sort of, it sort of sinks into your body into a nice discreet type amber on the lighter side. It's kind of like a crystalline amber with orange and sea salt. So that's quite unique. I have the heavier version, but I also like the Eau de Toilette. But because I have the heavier version, you know, it's in this beautiful Hermes, like it's like a semi-round orange orb type of bottle that is really nice. So I wear the Eau de Parfum. I wear that like in the winter, sort of, and I wear the EDT in the transition to fall. Another thing that I've been enjoying, and this is not fall-like, this is more spring-like, is this, but I just wanted to mention it because the packaging is so beautiful. So the French store carries all sorts of unknown to me French brands, and one of them is from this brand called Feret Hyalomiel, and this is called Hyalomiel, and this is Hyalomiel. So I think miel, it's like kind of like honey. So basically it's like a hyaline jelly, which is moisturizing, soothing, and refreshing with organic honey from the garrigue and a violet fragrance. So this is like a hand and feet moisturizer. It's kind of like a gel. It's very refreshing, and it smells like violets and honey. So it's a clear gel. And it comes in this beautiful like packaging. This is not plastic, this is like aluminum. Like there's the gel, and yeah. If you like refreshing, not creamy, like moisturizers, you might like this. The only thing is it's like a gel and honey, so it feels a slightly sticky, but it's the coolness of the gel is very refreshing. I can imagine like maybe if you were sunburned and you had a chapped skin from being outside in the wind and in the summer, you might want to put something like this on to kind of like cool it down and make the chafed feeling feel a lot more comfortable. So anyways, oh, speaking about shishi stuff, I found one of these in my closet, and this is Marvis toothpaste, and this is like really bougie toothpaste. I tried these because I was always intrigued by them. They used to have them in this exclusive soap catalog. I think it was not Crabtree and Evelyn, Caswell and Macy, which was like an exclusive soap catalog and toiletries catalog. So they had these on there, advertising when I was young. So I found these in a store on, you know, in one of these shishi boutiques in San Francisco, and I bought it, and I bought the violets one, which was like really amazing. You guys know I really like violet scent. And this one is the licorice one, which I also like. So the good thing about these toothpaste is that they don't have the gritty material of like a regular toothpaste. They're smooth. And then after you brush your teeth don't have the gritty toothpaste aftertaste. It has like a perfectly smooth taste. So some people claim that they prefer to have this toothpaste because the flavors are really good. It's kind of minty and violety and minty and licoricey at the same time. So you don't lose out on the mint like freshness, but then you had an added flavors to it. So they also have like ginger and all these other ones. Even, I think maybe they even have jasmine. So when I go to Paris, this upcoming year end, I will probably seek out some of these to see what other type of flavors that they have. But they're always being sold out. And it's also just a bougie treat. I mean, these are expensive, so it's just for fun, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be spending my whole entire budget on this, but you know, if you're curious and you just want to have something a little bit bougie, like I think like during Christmas, if you have a stocking stuffer, you can just buy people like little presents like this. It's not going to break the bank, instead of having to worry about buying all these type of weird things. And people might like, you know, want to try something like this as a conversation starter, you know what I mean? So, you know, I suggest that. I think people like to have this hand creams and these little toiletry items like body wash like this and this for Christmas, and even like this. I mean, these are small items that are just very useful. And I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't use like hand cream or body moisturizer. I don't know, or uses shower gel. I mean, they might use soap, but then people that don't brush their teeth, you know. So these are all things that are very useful. They're luxurious, because I don't think a lot of people would not like go out of their way to buy these for themselves. They might not even know about the brand. And these are things that you can get them that can just brighten up their day and give them something slightly different that they can remember you by whilst they're using it. And yeah, they're just like everyday little luxuries that are really cool that lots of people would not know about. Well, thank you so much for listening to me on this video. I'm gonna do another one since I'm on a roll. Yeah, when I'm on a roll, I push things out like a lot at one time. I'm gonna do another video on musk perfumes. Okay, thank you for everything. And if you like what I talked about today and you want me to continue, just please like and subscribe, right? Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.